DNS, I mean, if you think about it at a very low level, it's been in the network for a while. It's what makes the internet work. It's a basic phone book that is mapping names, application names that people are looking for to the IP addresses that the resources are requesting. And the advantage is being the control point. You're only seeing the requests coming in. You're not monitoring, you're not tracking, you're not inspecting all the packets, unlike DPI. I mean, DPI is sitting in line, the data layer, so you're looking at everything to provide these services. So it's lightweight, cost-effective, and having a policy layer on top allows it to build these applications and control that user experience.
DNS is every place. It sees 100% of every transaction. DPI doesn't see 100% of the transactions. Because we're in the control layer, we see everything that happens. So the aha moment was, gosh, why can't we leverage the DNS data for things like security, subscriber safety, parental control, even messaging? The service provider challenged us to say, who churned? And when we did the DNS analysis, we went back and said, here's who we believe churned. And we were about 89% accurate in predicting the people that had already churned off that network.
I think the challenge for operators is to really start rethinking the IP infrastructure as being as important as their telecoms infrastructure, and starting to really look at DNS as a strategic, not just a utility function.
The problem that the team at NOMINUM has cracked is the ability to provide policies that are subscriber-centric. Each subscriber can have their own view of the internet.
Our DNS engines are deployed in over 100 service providers globally. And so we've built this great relationship with the service provider. We understand their pain. We've built a lot of pieces on requirements, and we continue to do that. As you build these applications, it's able to withstand the existing query load, but also allow service providers to build these subscriber-centric applications. And it's important because we can't forget that without the DNS, there's no internet. So we still have to spend the time, the resources, the energy, the innovation to build this critical engine, and that's what we're doing.
You know, we've been at this now for over a decade. So we have installations in 40 plus countries. We see 1.7 trillion DNS queries a day. We actually touch 500 million browsers each and every day.
If we go forward, I think one of the messages for operators out of this video session is maybe to start thinking about how can you leverage this very powerful functionality in the DNS to monitor traffic. It is uniquely positioned in a virtualized world to have both the application service visibility and the real-time IP address information that lets you know whether resources are adequately allocated to support those services, something that has become increasingly hard in the virtualized world.
The question is, DNS at the very heart of digital transformation. As a service provider, why wouldn't we leverage that?